Hello, Gemini. Welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. All right, let's get started with your oracles. Messages for Gemini. Have the star in reverse. It says giving up, blockages, giving up too easy. On the bottom is the Six of Swords. Calmer waters ahead after storms, issues resolved, travel and movement. This is like not giving something a chance or giving up before seeing some sort of good results. All right, let's get the next oracles. We're going to get 3 of these messages for Gemini. Fear, afraid, uneasy, suspicion, scared. Healing, wounds, improving, mending, progress. And intuition, gut feeling, psychic, premonition, sixth sense. On the bottom is truth, confession, clarity, reveal, and secrets. This is like, the energy is like fearing the worst, or having this feeling that things are not going to get better. And it's like the indication here is someone's giving up too soon. Like things are getting better. You're just not giving, for the one who's dealing with this, someone's not giving that a chance, is the indication here. So, get the situations. We're going to get through these for more context. Messages for Gemini. Have anxiety, scared, and panic. So we have this twice. Fear, afraid, uneasy, suspicion, scared, anxiety, scared, panic. Lockdown, mental prison, confined. Yeah, somebody is way in their head here about something. This is like gloom and doom. Like it's not, and this feels like something that is someone is expecting. Like this is going to fail. This isn't going to work. Someone's really getting in their own head here. That's what's causing the blockages that this was talking about. Giving up, blockages, giving up too easy. And then journal, writing, diary, keeping notes. On the bottom is recalling, reminiscing, memories, returning. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Get started with the tarot with the overall energy. Overall energy for Gemini. Six of Cups in reverse. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And the Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. There could be the possibility here of someone returning. Queen of Cups. This is saying not going back to the past. This could be whoever's dealing with this is wanting to take action towards somebody from the past. This looks like maybe the one who's dealing with this is wanting to reconcile with someone. Six of Cups in reverse, Queen of Wands, Knight of Cups. Four of Cups. That's what this is. Four Cups that offer that may not be took. Two of Swords in reverse, wanting to take action, but not able to see something. Okay. And the Four of Swords, wanting to come out of separation. Yep. So that's what someone's in their head about. That's what the fear is. The fear is, what if I do this? What if I take action towards this person and they don't want me back? It's not, I don't feel like it's so much a fear of rejection as it is a fear of someone presenting themselves or opening themselves up. And it's more like being embarrassed or made a fool of. Like, what if I do this and they don't want me or they don't want the same thing I want? That's where someone's in their head. Four of Cups, Two of Swords in reverse, Four of Swords in reverse. Death in reverse. Without a doubt, this is Death in reverse. This is not wanting something to end. This is an offer in regards to not ending something. So this could be someone you've been broke up with for a while, or this could be a situation where you just broke up with this person and it's like, I don't want to break up. Um, Chariot in reverse. Yeah. See, the fear here is not knowing the outcome. Or the fear here is uh, doing this and it failing. Nine of Wands. Someone's putting themselves out there and it's scary, is what this is. Nine of Wands. This is saying someone wants to offer love and come out of separation. This is also saying that because someone is in their head about doing this, they're causing their own blockages. So it's saying someone being trapped in their thoughts is what's keeping them from taking action towards this. Talking about the overall energy for Gemini. The thing about it is at the end of the day, you're never going to know until you try. And the worst thing they can do is tell you no. Clover. It's about luck or serendipity. The Fox being sneaky or clever. And the Man, masculine energy. So this is either you're the masculine or you're dealing with a masculine. Either way, this is talking about offering love or offering forgiveness, whatever it is. It's about reconciliation. The person who's dealing with this, or the person who's watching, is the one who's wanting to reconcile. And there's fear here in doing that. I want to get some more for these. I'll just get three more. Tell me about the Clover, Fox, and Man. Rich girl, feminine energy. Odyssey, that's like the ship. Moving on, moving forward. And see, the ship is similar to the Chariot. It's in reverse here. This is just someone who is thinking about making their move in regards to trying to reconcile. And it's someone who's sitting here thinking about what could go wrong, what could go right, the pros, the cons. They're just thinking, and not doing. So, and because they're thinking, they're thinking themselves out of taking action to do this. The Bear. This is an authority figure or protective energy. There could also be someone could be trapped in their thoughts about whether they're doing the right thing here in regards to trying to reconcile. It seems like someone is overthinking. It feels like too much thinking. So let's see the situation. Tell me about the situation for Gemini. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Five of Wands. That's inner conflict. Hierophant in reverse. This feels more to me like something that's ended recently. And whoever's dealing with this is like, I don't want this to end. Um, I want to try to get my person back. But this is inner conflict because the one who's wanting to do this doesn't know how it's going to be received. And I keep hearing I don't want to look like a fool. Ten of Swords. Harsh ending. I feel like the best advice here is just to do it anyway. Feeling like a fool is temporary. That way, I mean, the reason for that is because that way because someone is keeping themselves trapped in this thought process or in these thoughts. And the only way you're going to get freedom from this overthinking is to take the action. When you know the answer, then you're freed from that. But the indication here is showing that someone is fearing something that is actually favorable. It's saying to you, instead of using your head, use logic, or instead of using your head, using logic, trust your intuition. Which I feel like for the one who's dealing with this, if they didn't feel like they had a chance, they wouldn't be considering doing this in the first place. And then we have healing, which would be healing the relationship. It may require some truths to be told. There may need to be conversation here. All right. I don't even know if I shuffled these or not. Do I need to shuffle these? Okay. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Wands. Hierophant in reverse. Justice, truth, and balance. That's literally what I was just talking about. Queen of Swords in reverse. And the King of Pentacles in reverse. This looks like this could be something, this could be a divorce or something that's heading towards divorce. See, there's inner conflict here with the Queen of Swords in reverse. This is someone who's bitter, but this is also, once again, a lack of clarity. It's saying that someone is having inner conflict because they can't see things clearly. So what needs to happen in order for this inner conflict to end is someone needs to get clarity. The only way to get clarity is to take the action. Justice, Queen of Swords in reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, there's a relationship ending here. And whoever's dealing with this does not want that. Yeah. This is saying, I don't know if the other person wants to reconcile with me or not. I don't know if they want to be alone. Yeah, and then there's taking the action. Six of Cups in reverse. Tell me about the situation for Gemini. High honors. So there's, once again, we have truth and balance here. I said something about truth before we even started this, and this is about having integrity. It's about speaking the truth, or it can also be about a higher power. So it's really saying there needs to be a conversation, um, an honest conversation. Anything that hasn't been said needs to be said. I feel like this would be very helpful for working on the relationship. Letter. So that's text or emails. It can be a signed document. It can be divorce. I feel like either that there's already been a divorce or there's a divorce in process. Um, this can also be about communication, reaching out. Because the advice here is simple, is if you want to answer, you're going to have to take action to get clarity. If you want out of your head, if you want to stop having this inner conflict, there needs to be action took in order to get clarity. Ring, yeah, commitment. So we have the Hierophant in reverse. That's a commitment ending. Someone is trying, this seems to me like someone is trying to save the relationship, trying to stop this ending from happening. Brief illness. See, that's indicating like temporary hardships. I think someone is creating in their mind a worse situation than what the outcome's going to be. And I feel like it's going to be one of those situations when whoever's dealing with this takes that action, they're going to be like, oh, this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So tell me about the outcome for Gemini. Five of Cups in reverse. Not having regret or disappointment. Ten of Pentacles. See, that was in reverse. Now it's upright. And the Fool. Take a risk or a leap of faith. And it's saying take a risk or a leap of faith on looking like a fool. I think it's saying this is a risk that will pay off. You're not going to have regret. It's not really showing the energy of the other person to me. But I think what's happening here is the other person wants the same thing. They want reconciliation as well, but there needs to be some uh there needs to be a heart-to-heart conversation here. There needs to be an honest conversation, a talk about um, ways to improve the relationship. I feel like there needs to be a deep conversation here. I feel like that's what the other person is seeking, is change and a change of perspective. Five of Cups in reverse, Ten of Pentacles, the Fool, Ten of Wands. See, this is that's burdens. And it's saying not having regret or disappointment. This is like worrying over nothing. Creating burdens where you're going into a situation where you're not going to have regret or disappointment. Lovers. Yeah. Making a choice or using heart over head, using emotion over logic. It's saying that's what needs to be done in this situation. Someone is way too much in their head. Um, saying you need to operate from your heart center. Wheel of Fortune. So this is saying take a risk. It's going to go in your favor. Ten of Wands, Lovers, Wheel of Fortune, which Lovers is also Gemini energy. Queen of Wands, take action. You won't regret it. Yep. See, even though you lack strength, courage, confidence, or whoever's dealing with this lacks strength, courage, or confidence, it's saying make a choice It's saying that doing this is going to pay off. Two wands in reverse. Yep. It's once again talking about making a choice to take the risk. It's going to go in whoever is dealing with this' favor. Outcome for Gemini. Good outcome. I can't be any clearer here. I mean, it can't be any clearer that this is going to be a good outcome. The house. This is the literal home, family, stability, security. It's saying use heart overhead. And the snake. Deception. This could also be talking about what I was saying about someone's worried about feeling like a fool. This is like lying to yourself, which is what I'm talking about with someone being in their head. Someone is overthinking so much that they're creating scenarios that is just enhancing the fear. Okay, so tell me about the advice for Gemini. Ace of Wands in reverse. The Empress, Taurus, Libra energy. And the Devil, Capricorn energy. Let me get some more here. Ace of Wands in reverse. The Empress, the Devil. Emperor. So we have the Emperor and the Empress. Five of Swords. This is about talk. This is like negative thoughts. Having a negative thought process. That's what this is about. Someone playing mind games with themselves. It's saying it's what someone is doing to themselves is toxic, or it's creating toxicity. This is almost someone convincing themselves that they're going to be rejected or something bad is going to happen. This is someone convincing themselves that what they want to do is not going to work. Emperor, Five of Swords, Knight of Cups in reverse. Eight of Cups. The World. Yeah, it's like, stop that. The advice is stop doing that. It's saying, yeah, walk away. It's walking away from situations, walking away from those type of thoughts in that cycle of like, it's talking about creating mind games in your own head in regards to what you want to receive. Because not only that, not only everything I said, but you're also sending out those intentions that the situation is going to fail. There needs to be confidence here. Confidence regardless of what's going to happen. Because at the end of the day, whether this works out or not, you're still going to be okay. If the situation wasn't meant for you, then it's not going to work out in the first place. So, but in saying that, it's saying it's going to work out. So, the best thing to do is just take the action, let go of the fears, get out of your head, and just see what happens. It's saying it will pay off. So tell me about the advice for Gemini. Military. This is very similar. We got this Emperor energy. It's very similar to that. It's feels more to me like taking control of the situation. Walk away from these thought processes. Siren in the cycle. It's feminine energy. in the cycle of being trapped in or playing these mind games in order to receive in prison. Once again, prison, trapped in your thoughts, self-imposed prison. It's saying in regards to offering love, offering forgiveness, offering reconciliation, your ships are not going to come in as long as you're trapped in your thoughts or in a self-imposed prison. It's saying you're keeping yourself in this bad place in your head, and it's saying don't do that to yourself. All right, let's get the timing cards. Messages for Gemini. Stop. Stop obsessing first. Imagine that. On the bottom is next year. All right. Let's get the last oracles. Messages for Gemini. Number 28. And on the bottom is 13. Let's see what 28 says. It says the colorless Duke. Decisions, new path, ideas. There are many distractions around you which may be stopping you focusing on what is important right now. You must take the time to concentrate on your needs. In order to recognize where your energy should lie, you must find the time to be quiet, meditate, or just remove yourself from busy situations. You have an air of charm and positive energy around you. This is a time to be confident and reach for the stars. Connect with your own inner power and realize your true potential. You do not have to hide your light, as you have plenty to give. Set yourself a goal and do not allow yourself to sway from reaching the desired outcome. Yes. All right, Gemini, that is what I have for you. If you enjoyed the reading or if it resonated, please hit the like button, subscribe if you like, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.